So today we'll be making realistic fire in Blender. So I'm just going to show you the details. We have one tent here, two logs and two lamps and the fire. So let's use this cube as the domain. So let's scale it up on the Z, move it a bit upwards, scale it a bit, okay, and let's hide it for now. And now let's add a cylinder. This is going to be the flow object. Let's scale that in the Z axis like that. Okay, so now let's go to the physics tab and make this into the flow, and let's get the cube back, and this is going to be the domain. And right now this is on smoke. We need fire. If you like, you can choose smoke plus fire. You'll just get some more smoke, and this should be in flow, and the fuel should be 2. This one will control the height of the fire. And let's go back to the domain, and here the resolution is going to be 100, and I'll turn on adaptive domain, and you'll see that the domain now becomes like this. So if you turn this on, it will make your your bake more faster. And let's turn on noise and leave the default settings, and then let's open the fire. And this one I'm gonna make it 0.5, and the flames is going to be 0.8, and the voracity I'm just going to leave it like that, and the temperature and everything is like that. And now let's go down here and turn this to modular, and let's tick is resumable, and let's bake this data. And now let's bake the noise. So the bake is complete, and it took around 5 minutes, and this is how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so now let's make the particles. The particle system for the sparks and those stuffs. So I'm gonna add an icosphere, and this is going to be the particle systems object. So I'm just gonna put it down here. And now let's go back to this object, and then let's go to the particle system tab, add a new particle system. This is going to be hair. No, not hair, emitter. And if you play it right now, the particles will just simply fall down. So we need to make them go up. So go to the field weights and turn gravity completely off, and then you will see them just going in all directions. So add a wind force field, and let's drag this down right there, and the strength of this can be 4. don't need 4, I'll just add 3, I guess. And yeah, there's too many particles, so we go here and go to the particle system and turn this to 400. Still there's a lot. 200. That's still a little bit too much. I want a little bit less. I think 100 will work. Yeah, I think 100 is better. And they just keep going till there. Okay, I think we don't need to change the lifetime. We can just keep it at 50. So now let's go to renderer, and render. So render as, we should change it to an object. And now just select your object, your icosphere, and now you'll see your icospheres just there. And if you want to change the size, you can use this. I think I'll go somewhere here, and also add a random scale, so some particles will be really small and some will be bigger. I think I will take it till over here. Okay, that looks perfect. So now if you go to the rendered mode, you'll just see nothing. There's just the particles and there's no fire. So let's go to the shading tab and switch this to render mode. And let's also add a plane as the flow, just like that. And I also want to add a turbulence force field right here, so that the particles won't just be simply going up, they'll be having some randomness. Okay, so now let's bring this floor a little bit lower, something like that. That looks good. And now let's give color to the file. So now select the domain, and you'll see a principal BSDF. You just need to delete that and go to shaders and add a principal volume. And now if you plug this into the volume, you can see that there's a bit smoke. And to see the fire, you have to turn on the black body intensity, and then you should see a fire. I'm going to set this to 5. You can just type 5 and then you can get it here, just like that. Okay, so now let's give colors to the particle, and I don't want this light to be here. So if it's really dark, you actually can't see the sparks. So let's select this object, or let's select this object right here and add a material to this. And instead of the principal FPS, whatever that is, let's go to shading and add a emission and plug that into the surface. And let's make the strength a little bit more. Now you can see some of the particles there. Now make this a little bit yellowish kind of color. I think I'll have to do with the color ramp. So where's the color ramp? Yeah, you have to go to converters, and then color ramp will be right here. Just take this and put it there, and turn the white into yellow. And if you bring the yellow closer, the black is okay. I think that looks good. And I think I'll turn the black into an orangish color. So some particles will be orange and some will be yellow. Okay. If you want to make the orange particles more, you can just drag this one towards here, and now you can see there are more orange particles. And if you want to make the yellow particles more, you can drag this one closer. Now there will be more yellow particles. Just going to leave them here, this one right here, and now it looks good. Okay, so now let's see how this is. And that's it. If you like this video, please subscribe and click the bell icon. Thanks for watching. It'll look better in the render. Look better than this in the render.